I'm going to try a very light size here on BA. This is not a full-on signal, but
order filled.
The spreads are just too wide for me to fully signal this. It's not worth the risk for most of you guys. If you did take it with me, I'm waiting for the 205 break at least to take off some. The volume on the contracts really picked up there. I might actually look to add at 205 depending on if we can hold up here or not. And I'll signal the 205 break now that we actually have enough volume. So ES is tanking, NQ's ripping. BA follows ES a bit more closely than NQ, so we're kind of at the mercy of ES there. Yeah, we really did pick up a lot of contract volume on the 205 calls though, so I'm going to look to probably add to this. And if I add, I'll signal it. ES is breaking new lows. What's stop loss on my starter? Probably 203.25 if I'm being honest with you. I'm not in with a heavy enough position to really warrant stopping out any sooner. Plus it seems like this 204.60 area down to 203.60 is a pretty easily traveled range. All right, I'm gonna look to add to this probably at high of day, depending on how smoothly we get up here. But we're way ahead of ES for sure, ahead of the market in general. I'm adding here, guys.
Order filled.
205 break is what I'm looking for at bare minimum. I don't really want to see them bring this back below 204. It's a possibility. Market's not really helping out at all. So BA is pretty much going to have to make this entire move on its own. Here we go. That's looking good, guys. It's looking good. When the market's pulling back like that and BA is still able to push, I mean, this is a stock that typically is pretty low volume anyways. So when you see stuff like that, it's pretty clear when BA is not following the market. Typically it will follow it pretty closely. It usually holds on like a safety net. I didn't say anything about it either at the start of this candle, but I really like how this candle started. We closed above 204.50, went red to green here. I want to see if we can end up holding this up. We don't have to break 205 on this candle, but I would like to see us hold it up at least. These spreads are crazy. if I'm being honest with you guys. $0.05 off here of the 205 break. We've got a small wall at 205. There we go. Nice, nice. Should be able to pick up some momentum here. Now I'm going to look to possibly scale out here. Obviously, take profits when you guys are comfortable. I want to see 205.50 for my first scale. Okay, guys, I'm looking to get rid of this here pretty soon. We held 204 on the bid for now. I like that. It's just a bit of a deeper pullback than I would have liked to see. We should have been able to hold that 204.50 high. That's the only reason I say that's a bit too deep of a pullback for me on this. Still ahead of the market, still holding up strong compared to NQ and ES. I mean, ES has been grinding new lows all day. NQ just dropped off heavy on that last candle. So, we'll see here. That bid held 204 again. Let's see. Spreads tightening a bit here. They keep popping the bid though. They keep popping the bid. They're not going to be able to do it for long with NQ and ES moving like this though. So they're either going to have to completely split this thing off from the market and take over and let BA do what it wants to do, or we're not going to be able to continue holding like this. The selling is just too aggressive on the market. Yep. Ask is still holding above for now. I'm giving it just a second here to see it. Oh my gosh. They picked it back up here. Still holding 204 for now. Look at that. They don't want to let go of this level. I mean, that's a good sign for us. NQ also just ripped on this candle. I think we should be able to see a nice move on this if we can take advantage of the green candles on the market. Like, if you're going to hold it this strong, it should be taking advantage of these pushes. Also, guys, for complete transparency here, I've been green for a very, very small portion of this entire trade. Even with the entry that I got originally and the ad, I was pretty much red until 205 with the spreads. So, not crazy red, but also that's why at 205 I was not really looking to sell any. I was only up a very small amount. I think my actual break-even level is like 204.90. So That's why I did not look to get rid of any at 205. It just didn't make sense. Taking its sweet time here. There we go. Come on. Another small wall at 205. Yeah, 205 actually is my like break-even level. 204.92. So that would be why I did not look to take off any here. But if we come up here and see 205.50, which I think we will now, as long as we get a strong close of this candle, we should be able to break through highs and see at least 205.50. After that, 206, and 205.50 is going to be that first level I'm looking to scale out at. I'm going to look to sell half at 205.50. And I'm actually going to look to sell limit. I'm setting a limit sell here with slippage, so around 311. I would just, if I was on TOS, I would just set it at 310, to be honest with you. There we go. All right, I'm out of...
Order partially filled.
There we go. I'm out of half here. All right, guys. We're making the moves. We're making the moves. 206 break is my next target for this. I'm just going to look to sell market on that. Don't wimp out now, BA. You got it. It's doing all this without the market, by the way, guys. Completely without the market. Market's going for pre-market low right now. So this is a great example of strength compared to the market, if you guys are not familiar with that concept yet. The market keeps tanking like this, though. I'm not expecting BA to be able to hold up like crazy. I mean, it's doing a great job right now, but I do not expect it to hold up if the market keeps moving like this. Oh my gosh. New high. New high while the market is absolutely destroying itself is crazy. I'm going to look to sell at the 206 break, guys. I'm not going to look for this final target at 206.48. It's just not worth it for me. I'd rather take my comfortable profits while I have them and try and wait for an extra 40 cents. Come on, we've got 20 cents here. Just give us that quick pop. Quick pop. Come on, 10 cents. 10 cents. 9. $17. All right, guys. This should be it right here. It should be it. 5 cents, everybody. 5 cents on the ask. Can we get 206 on the ask? Come on, 2 cents. And they wicked it right there. All right, whatever. I'm out of these guys.
Order partially filled.
It'll probably end up holding up, but
Order partially filled.
either way, solid trade.
Order partially filled.
Had the worst execution of my life today. Why is that, Kev?
Order filled.